What's going on, everybody? We are back here again with my brother Mike and my boy Tez. Another episode, just chatting, just talking, and yeah, we got a lot of positive feedback from the last episode. People loved it, so we're back here again to talk about some other stuff. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, guys? How you doing? I still don't know what we're going to talk about. We have so many different topics that we have in mind. We just don't know really where to start. And that's the beautiful thing about our conversations as men in general. We just go off the bat with whatever is off the top of our heads. We don't really structure it. But go ahead. What do you guys want to start talking about, man?
Well, organic conversations, first of all, are the best. So when we come in, we kind of know what we're going to talk about. And then we just go off the fly. I feel like those are the best conversations when it's unplanned. But as George said, we had a lot of good feedback from the last podcast, which will be uploaded soon. And there's a lot of controversial comments in there too.
Yeah.
A lot of people agreeing, disagreeing. So it's good to see both sides, you know?
I had a lot of salty women in my comments after talking about, just like the truth. People don't like to hear the truth nowadays. I guess everybody gets offended on social media. And that's one thing about social media. Everybody's so weak. Everybody's so sensitive. No matter who you are, no matter what kind of content you make, you're going to get hate. Even if you say the sky's blue and the sky's blue, somebody's going to say it's red. Somebody's going to say it's purple. You're never going to have everybody agree with you.
To be a social
saying?
to be a social media influencer or creator or a live streamer, you need to have balls. Like, you need to be so thick-skinned, because no matter who you are, no matter what you do, as you said, you're going to cop hate, and you got to learn how to deal with it. A lot of people you see become so successful, but they end up falling off because their mental health is so low because of all the hate they get. You have to use that hate as fuel to get better and to do more. That fuels me. I know with you guys, we get a lot of hate, but that fuels us to want to be better and do more. You know what I mean? Gives us power.
A lot of people say, I don't know if I could do this. It's not for me, but you just got to do it. You can't care what anybody thinks. And that's the thing about in life in general. You can't, if you're going to sit there and cry about a negative comment and, oh my God, he called me ugly, he called me fat, he called me this, you're not going to make it far in life or on social media. You got to just focus, lock in, and do what you got to do, because hate's going to come. If you're getting hate, that means you're doing something right.
The crazy thing is that I feel like I get most of my hate from men. But the thing is, my content or our content isn't to put men down. I love to see my bros do good. I love to see men do well. I don't get jealous. It actually, you see it as inspiration. You admire that. So I don't understand why a lot of the men hate the content that we do. Maybe because it's targeted towards females and everything like that. But it's not, our content is not to put men down. It's actually to help women and to inspire women to know what's a good man and what's a bad man. You know what I mean?
It's like you're not bothering anybody. You're just making content. You're doing what you do. You're not sitting here talking bad about men. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they caught their girls liking one of your videos, because a lot of our content is relatable to women, and a lot of women like it. So men look at it and they feel envious and jealous, like, oh man, look at this guy getting attention from other girls and whatever. Just ignore it.
At the end of the day, guys, even if you're a saint, even if you're Jesus Christ himself, which was a sinless man on earth that came here and never sinned, spread love, spread positivity, spread the word of God, and he was judged and he was crucified. So if Jesus Christ can be crucified as a sinless man, who are we as men that sin on this earth not to be judged, not to be criticized? So you can't really give a fuck about what anybody thinks. You just got to go out there and continue doing what you want to do. If you actually sat there and cared about what each person said, you wouldn't go anywhere in life. And that's just the bottom line.
You know what's crazy? Kobe Bryant died. Nobody thinks about him anymore. That's sad to say. Everyone's going to die. We're going to die. Who cares? You could die tomorrow, knock on wood. Tomorrow's not promised. So you're going to sit here and listen to the hate comments? You're not going to go travel. You're not going to go make that video you want to make because you're scared about somebody's opinion. We're all going to die one day. Tomorrow's not promised. So do what you got to do.
But you know what the crazy thing is? Instead of using all that energy to hate someone, use that to make yourself better. You know, use that to make yourself a better person. Use that for your health and fitness, your career. Why are you spending so much time hating on someone? I couldn't, bro. I don't hate anyone. There's people I don't dislike or fuck with.
I'll tell you why.
I focus on me, and I don't have time to hate people, bro.
I'll tell you why. Because the people that are triggered by you, especially men that are triggered by you, are because they are intimidated by you, because you're superior to them. They have something to look up to you. And there's a fine line between love and hate. And men that hate on other men usually hate because they feel inferior to you. You are doing things or looking a certain way that they aren't, and they wish they could be you. That's why there's a fine line between love and hate. So
Let me ask
continue doing what you're doing, and you can't really care about what people think at the end of the day.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do any of the comments or hate comments or trolls ever get to you?
Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, you know, it does. But then I look at their profile and I wonder, what's wrong with you? Why are you hating? When you have too much time scrolling and hating on others, that means you're not working on yourself. That means you're not busy. I'm too busy to even hate on any. I don't have energy in me. All my energy, every ounce of energy goes into myself, not hate other people.
So what he just said, it's very simple. Winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. These people are fucking losers on a couch with their little potato chips, like he said on the last podcast, watching what winners are doing and criticizing them for shit that they're not capable of doing because they don't have the heart to do it or the willpower to do it. At the end of the day, they're going to continue living a miserable life, jealous of those that are doing better, and the winners are going to continue doing better and inspiring those that are actually looking to learn from them. Like, if you're actually looking to learn from somebody and better yourself, you will get to places. If you're sitting there hating on others, you're not going anywhere in life. You're going to stay hating and stay in the same little fucking neighborhood that you grew up in, and you're not going to change your life or your lifestyle or your environment. You're going to remain there and not go anywhere.
I've never met anybody. I've never met anybody more successful than me hating on me or anybody. Whenever I meet a successful guy, you know, or woman, they're always positive. They're always talking about what they're going to do next. It's always the people, the small-minded people in your neighborhood that are still working in their little jobs. They're miserable, you know. You could tell. You could see the kind of people that are hating, you know. It's those people that don't do anything with themselves. It's never the successful person on a private jet. He ain't going to hate. He's going to look at you and say, good job, child. Good job, kid. Good job, man. Keep it up.
So before you go on, why do women hate other women, or why do they, you know, criticize or gossip about each other and stuff like that? Because that happens a lot. You know?
Oh man, how about that's a good point. How about those women, and you ladies know what I'm talking about. And I've even hung out with and talked to girls that are like, "Oh my God, bestie, you look so good."
Slay
like
queen.
on their photos, like, wow, waist snatched. But then they'll look at me and be like, that bitch gained weight. She looks fat. It's like, honey, why are you fake to one another? Like, there are no genuine friendships between women nowadays. Like, it's kind of sad. I think men have a better bond with one another. Like, we could look at each other in the face and be like, brother, you have love handles that look like a fucking sosivio. Sosivio in Greek means those floaties. I'm like, you got to get in shape, my brother. What's going on over here? You know what I mean? Like, we'll shit on each other, but it's like because we want the best for one another. Yeah. And then there are women out there in the comments section under their photos saying like hard eyes, baddie, this, that, and the third, but they're actually talking crap about them to the other friend. And it's like, bro, what the hell is going on here? And the reason why women hate on other women are various different reasons. In my opinion, it's like, okay, maybe it's an older woman that is hating on a much younger woman, or a woman that's single that low-key would want to have a good man, but they see their friend with a good man, you know? So it's just like, usually women hate on other women that can't have what they have, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, women grow up a little bit more entitled than men. They're much more prone to being given things to them or given a lifestyle to them that other women or other people wouldn't. And because of that, they get a little bit older and they hate on other women that have a certain lifestyle or a certain bag or a certain hairstyle or a certain thing that they don't. You know, so what are your thoughts? What do you guys think?
I just think women are just so competitive with one another, you know? So men are too, but men don't care, you know?
I mean, I just love when a girl is just, or a woman is just doing her own thing. She trains, she has faith in God, and she works, and that's it, man. That's all she focuses on. She doesn't focus on anything else around her. Similar to like what we do. We do our thing. We don't focus on the noise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys find it hard to trust women?
I just want a woman that loves God. I need a God-loving, God-fearing, God-abiding woman that looks at the Bible or looks at what she's got going on and saying to herself that I have to follow the scriptures and the blueprint to a happy and healthy marriage and finding a good man.
So this guy wants a nun. He's gonna find a nun. Mad.
Nobody's perfect, but I would love to find a woman that just doesn't crave attention all the time. You know?
So would you want one that's on social media or off social?
I don't care. You could be on social media, but you can tell when a woman is craving other people's attention, other man's attention. A woman that just, all she cares about is herself, you know, bettering herself and God, you know, working, being happy, the simple things. When a woman's always trying to impress other women, posting her body, going out on the weekends, always worried about traveling somewhere because she has to post there because her friends are there, or she needs that bag, or she needs to look a certain way, or else she's depressed. Too much.
Okay, speaking of materialistic things, because you just mentioned some materialistic things like bags and stuff like that. Do you think men or women are a little bit more materialistic nowadays?
I think everything's equal nowadays. It's just different in different ways. Men need to prove, you know, who they are with their car, what car they're driving, what watch they have. Women are the same way. They want to post with the Chanel or the Birkin, you know, on a yacht in Dubai. It's the same in different formats.
But who gives them that lifestyle? Who gives them that bag? Who puts them on the yacht?
Men.
It's the men that do this. Men are the one that are going to change a woman's life. A woman cannot magically change a woman's life. You look at the top 10 most wealthiest women in the Western Hemisphere, and they are women that have divorced men. Usually women that live a certain lifestyle, women that live a certain way, have certain bags, is usually because a man provides that for her. And I love those type of women. You know why? Because they actually get it, because these type of men realize that they deserve it, realize that they're respectful, realize that they listen, submit, obey them. And these men are willing to give them the world. A lot of women nowadays are very masculine, aggressive, and men really don't want that. Ladies, if you're masculine, you're aggressive, you really think you're going to get a man's attention, you think you're going to want to be, you think a man's going to want to be with a woman that's going to be so controversial, argumentative all the time? Absolutely not. But yeah, materialistic things, guys, could be good in some cases, but also bad in other cases. For you guys, because we grew up, I don't know about you, Tez, but me and my brother grew up in a neighborhood where we were raised with good parents, loving parents, and we were learned to earn whatever we have. We weren't given things. We were not handed out things. We had no handouts. So we had to like grow up and work for our shit. And my dad always taught me, for example, you're going to work to learn, not to earn. And we were able to save some money, make some money, invest some money, and through the power of social media, make a lot more money. So how did you grow up, and how did money affect you and your upbringing? Did you change? Did you fall into the trap of materialistic things? If you have had some materialistic things in your life, did you kind of like appreciate them when you got them, or want them more? Like, how was your upbringing when it comes to materialistic things?
Just before I answer that, I disagree with your last point. I do think there's 100% like a lot of men that do provide for females, but there's also a lot of independent queens out there that they fucking get the job done and they work hard, and they've made themselves into something incredible and massive financially, career-wise, and stuff like that. So there definitely are females out there that are boss bitches and that work their asses off and are single moms and stuff like that, and provide and play both roles as mother and father.
I'm gonna be super straight up here. I'm gonna be super straight up. What he just said is beautiful. It's beautiful. But a lot of men, I'm not saying you, but there's a lot, ladies, don't get it mixed up. There's a lot of men out there that say shit like that just to manipulate you to think that they're actually cool with it, that they actually like that type of shit. Men don't want the boss bitch. Men deep inside want a woman that is going to be a housewife and has a feminine energy to them.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
You can have a boss bitch, but you can also make them feel feminine too. As a masculine man, you can make a masculine woman feel feminine too.
Yeah, it's not
just
my
because
job.
she's independent, just because she makes her own money, all that type of stuff, doesn't mean that she can't be feminine with you.
I just think most men can't handle a woman
Most
that
men
makes
are
more money
intimidated.
than most men can't handle a woman that makes more money than him, because most of the time that woman that makes a lot of money thinks she's the shit because she got it like that and she got it herself.
I think
Yeah,
it's
but
the
I'm gonna be
opposite.
real. As a man, 100%, I'd want to make more money than my missus, because that's gonna hurt my ego.
But guys-
that's like, for me, that's gonna hurt my
Guys,
ego for sure. But
guys-
it doesn't mean that. What I'm saying is that you're saying that an independent woman, a masculine woman, like it's something's wrong with that. But there isn't, because if you're a masculine man, you can make her feel feminine.
If
you
she's
can put her in a
capable,
feminine state.
no, it's not my job to make a woman feel. It's not my job to make a woman feminine or feel
But she
feminine.
should naturally feel that- she should naturally feel that around
be
you-
feminine.
around you.
It's a woman's biological nature to be feminine. If she became masculine all of a sudden,
But she has to be
because
masculine in her career. So that's
Okay,
fine.
so
if she's
when
a
you come
CEO,
home-
she has to tell people.
so
what
when
to
you
do.
come home, you have to be. You got to go into your feminine immediately and tap into what you originally
Well, that's
were
how she
meant to
should
be.
feel.
She has to be
After-
masculine. And that's beautiful. For a woman to go out there, work, and be masculine because she has to be able to be independent and make money, great.
that's
But
what
if
I'm
you have
saying.
a masculine man at home, don't bring that masculinity home. No fucking
Well,
man
exactly
wants a
right.
masculine
No,
woman.
100%.
You
I
better,
agree- I
you
agree
better
with
get
you
that,
there. I
that
agree with you
masculine
there.
energy. Leave it at work. You better come feminine. You better make me a fucking
100%.
sandwich.
No,
you know what I'm
listen,
saying? Like,
100%.
it's just, it is what it is. You got to make me a sandwich. You got to listen to me. If I'm going to be providing and protecting and paying all the fucking bills while you get to work and be a boss bitch and save all your money while I'm paying for everything, well, you better listen to me. That's just the reality
No,
of
100%.
things.
Like in the household, there's gender roles, and I highly believe in gender roles, bro. I've been raised traditionally, and gender roles are very important in this world. The man does what a man does, the female does what a female does. But what I'm talking about is in a certain part of her life, in her career, she's gonna have to play a masculine role. But with the man, she has to feel.
Leave it at
feminine.
work.
If the woman feels masculine at home, that's gonna demasculate a man, and he's gonna feel like shit. He's gonna feel disrespected, and he's gonna feel belittled.
Shout out to the men that don't stick around to the masculine woman. If you are a man and you see a woman have masculine traits, she's argumentative, she's aggressive, and she's like a fucking man, you better walk away, homeboy.
I don't agree with that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I agree with you there. I don't want a woman who's disrespectful and argumentative with me and, is trying to overpower me 100%. But what I'm saying is that when she's with you, she should feel feminine. She should feel like a little girl. She should feel like a baby with you. That's what I'm saying.
It's very hard though when she's very masculine. If she's originally just naturally masculine because that's what life threw her way, like she wanted to take that route.
He's not saying it the right way. You're trying to say masculine, independent in her work.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine, but leave that at
That's
work.
different. That's different than coming home and being masculine to your own man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that she should be masculine to her own man.
You're talking about providing for herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
it.
saying, but because he's saying that all men provide for women, and
It's one
they
thing
need
to
that
be an
all the time.
independent
But
queen.
all I'm saying is that women can feed for themselves too.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of single mothers who are very, very successful that play both roles, and sometimes,
But that's a beautiful thing to be a single mother and be an independent queen, like you stated, and to provide for their children and play both roles of the man and the woman. That is something that is beautiful. That is something that is inspiring. That is something that's absolutely. I have no word. That's amazing. But again, a woman that's independent, queen, successful, this, that, and has a masculine energy towards her man. And there are people out there that are gonna say, well, he brings that masculinity out of her. No, absolutely not. It's a woman's biological nature to be naturally feminine. It's my biological nature to be masculine.
Yes.
Women don't bring a feminine energy out of a man. We don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're naturally masculine.
100%.
This whole topic of, well, you brought the masculinity out of her. Bullshit. Absolutely not. Do women bring a feminine energy out of men? Stop the excuses. Take accountability. You are masculine. Done. At the end of the day, a man's not going to make you feminine. Either you are feminine or you're not.
So let me ask you a question. One day you're gonna have a wife, all right? Do you want her to have a career? Do you want her to be ambitious? Do you want her to make money? Or do you just want her to be a housewife and let you do everything else?
If my woman is passionate about something in specific and she wants to go out there and chase her dreams, and this is what she really truly loves, I'm going to encourage her to continue doing what she does, as long as there is a balance and understands that there are some household duties as well. I'm not saying that she has to be a housewife. I'm not saying that she has to go out there and work. It's whatever truly what she loves. But when she comes home, there are household duties as well. Just like myself, if I'm working full time and I need to help her with household duties, it's my job as well to help her out, because it has to be a balance.
Yes.
If two people are both working, they both have to raise the children and both have to help with household duties. But if the man is providing and protecting and doing all his duties as a man to put a roof over your head and food on the table and take you on vacations and spoil you and do all these things that you desire, honey, you're doing all the household duties and you're raising his children.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pick up a sock off the floor when I get home because I'm doing what I need to do. It's your turn to do what you need to do. If both people work, both people help in the house. If one person works, the other person does everything else.
Let me ask you a question to both of you. What happens if your wife ends up pursuing a business and ends up making more money than you? How do you deal with that?
Good for you.
I'd be very proud. I mean, if we have children, it's for our children, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, whatever money I make is for our children. It's not really for me. It's not really for you. Yes, we're going to enjoy the fruit of money, but at the end of the day, everything that I make in my life at that point is for my family, for my children, for my lineage, to create something for my children and my grandchildren. And I want to be able to make as much money as I can to give the best life I can to my children. So
if she's making so much money, she's, basically becoming a millionaire, and she says, listen, you don't need to work anymore. Would you be happy to be a house husband?
No.
I would never want to be a house husband. What kind of shit is that?
That'll make me feel like a woman.
Yeah, literally.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't be able to do that either.
I could never sit around in general and do nothing.
No.
I always got to be busy,
Yeah, I'm the same.
making money somehow.
Honestly, that would inspire you to make more money. If your missus is making more money than you, that's going to inspire you to want to make more and do more.
But I would never be the type of man to be jealous or hate. And there's a lot of men, like you were saying, like it would bother you if you're a woman. I would be so proud of them, and I would look up to them and say, yo, good for you. Maybe I could learn from you.
I'm
You know what I mean?
not saying it bothers me, but it's like, it's going to hurt my ego.
Yeah, but here's the
as
thing.
a man,
Here's the
you
thing.
know what I mean?
I get that. But, going back to that conversation, there are more women out there that wouldn't date a man that makes less than them than men out there that wouldn't date a woman that makes more than them. Like women out there, the minute they find out you work, I don't know, somewhere in McDonald's, they'll never take you fucking serious.
Yeah.
But a man will look at a woman that works at McDonald's and say, she's beautiful, she's kind, she's feminine. You know what? I want to get to know you.
Look at
So
Ronaldo.
it's just like, and people are like, nah, that's not true. All the feminists in the fucking comments, no, that's not true. Baby, you're not talking to a man that works at McDonald's if you're making six figures. I will talk to a woman that works at McDonald's if she's feminine, soft, young, beautiful, and has a good energy to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll take you out of that position. I'll give you the best lifestyle possible so you never have to work at McDonald's again.
Like what Ronaldo did with Gina.
Yeah,
She worked at a Louis store or something,
Right.
yeah?
right.
Now she thinks she's the queen of the world.
And ironically,
He doesn't marry her, but
ironically,
you know that?
ironically
Good
speaking,
for him.
yeah, that type of woman is very rare because she comes from nothing, got with Ronaldo that has already had children with someone else, and has been by his side, gave him children, and yes,
Who
she
wouldn't?
could destroy
Yeah.
could destroy his life and really put him in a bad position, but she chooses not to. She
Because
sticks by his
She
side.
knows she's gonna live the best life for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would she ruin that?
Women are hypergamists. That's it.
Have you heard the
Point
story
blank.
of Hakimi, how he divorced his wife, or she divorced him, thinking that she was going to take all of his money, but he put it all under his mother's name, so she received nothing for the divorce.
Yeah. How about
What
that?
a-
That's
what
a
a
good
play,
one.
bro.
How about one woman on social media? I remember I saw this video where it was like the divorce was finalized. She was super excited to find out how much money she's getting for child support. She was like, yeah, getting all excited. And then all of a sudden she's like, yes, finally divorce. And then she gets the phone call and she's making like, I don't know, like $300 a week. And she's like, all of a sudden you see her energy shift. She's like, what? Like she was just so devastated, crying, upset. It's like, why am I only getting this much? Now I have to raise my children 5 days out of the week, and I have to. And it's
I hate
like
that shit, man.
I love when I see stories where women think the grass is greener on the other side, and they just get shitted on by a dog. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, your lawn, that grass you went to, yeah, you were like, chilling by that lawn and you got shitted on by another dog. So, no, I love that. So,
Let's talk about something, because I had a conversation with one of my friends. I was going for a walk in the morning. Let's talk about money, Let's talk about what it's like, because right now, we make pretty good money. We're not multi-billionaires, but we know what it's like. I'm sure all three of us knows what it's like not having money, and all three of us know what it's like having money and being able to have the luxury
so before and after.
to eat what you want, whenever you want, buy a car you want, whatever car you want, buy a watch you want, buy your dream car, whatever. So basically, I was telling my friend this when I was 20 years old. I didn't have money. I was working construction. I was working really hard. We were both working really hard. We worked to learn, not earn. We made like $500 a week, $600 a week, which was like nothing. You can't even survive with that kind of money. So I know what it's like not having money, and I know what it's like being able to eat at a steakhouse every night if I wanted to. So basically, I was telling my friend, it's crazy because when you're 20 years old, then you think that money is gonna make you happy, and change your world, which it does. People that say money isn't everything don't have money. Money is everything besides health and family, because it allows you to do things that you couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to go where you want, when you want. It gives you that flexibility. But as far as the materialism of money, watches, cars, I remember my friend had a G-Wagon and I was, young. I'm like, damn, one day I'll have that. Like, it must be crazy driving that every day, like that dopamine. And then guess what? I have a G-Wagon now, and I drive it every day, and I forget I even have one. You forget it. You get numb to it. So my point is, you get used to it. You get used to money. You get used to having nice things, or like your favorite watch. My friend had a rose gold AP. When I was younger, I used to look at it and say, damn, I can't even imagine me having that, Let me start at the Datejust first, Entry-level Datejust. One day I'll have that. Now I have the rose gold AP. It's like, and I wear it and I'm like, okay, it's just a watch. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
So my point is, you get desensitized to materialistic things, and it's crazy because after you get it, it's like, okay, I thought this was gonna make me happy, and it truly doesn't. Yeah, it's nice, but it's just an item at the end of the day. It's just a car. It's just a freaking watch. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, my father used to tell us, as you get older, you guys are going to start realizing that all these materialistic shit that you guys have now that you're young, you're not going to care about. You're going to be with a simple Apple Watch, and you're going to be with a simple T-shirt, and you're going to be with a decent car that gets you from point A to point B. And I used to look at my father and say to him and say to myself at the same time, like, what do you know? What are you talking about? Like, what am I going to be like? That little analogy people use, look at Bill Gates and what he wears. He's a fucking loser. That's how I thought. Like, yes, he's a billionaire, but you're a loser if you can't wear nice things or enjoy your life to the fullest. And from one point, I finally agree with my father. Like, yo, listen, as you get older, all these materialistic things don't really mean much. But on one side, you have that fire inside of you to basically reward yourself from your hard work and be able to achieve certain things and milestones. Like, I don't get a nice watch anymore or get a nice car because I really want to flex. I get it because it's just like a reward for my hard work. You know what I mean? That's kind of like how I look at it now. It's like, I like certain materialistic things for rewarding myself. What do you think, Tez?
Yeah, like for me, I like nice things. I'm not like too materialistic or anything like that, but I love nice things, cars, watches. We're men, we love this stuff. But I'm not too fussed, man. The biggest thing for me is your physique, your spirit, and your mental health, because you can have, if you have a good physique, anything you wear is going to look good. The most simple stuff is going to look good. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. that was a great point, and I'll tell you guys why. Tristan Tate once said that a man that wears Laura Piana suit, like a $5,000-$10,000 suit, custom made to him, bespoke, but he's overweight, will not look better than a man that's in shape that went and bought Zara and 100%. Tailored his suit. Because the physique is what makes the man, not the suit. So take care of your bodies, gentlemen. It's very important that you're in shape. Very important that you care about your health, because it really shows. And your decision making in life is much different when you are a man that is consistently dedicated to keeping in shape, rather than a man that just completely lets go of himself. So it all reflects, and you guys can see that as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all about feeling good too. Me, everybody's different. There's businessmen that are billionaires that are overweight and they function perfectly every day. If I was an overweight guy, I wouldn't be able to mentally be okay. For me, I don't feel good when I don't look good. If I don't exercise every morning, if I don't look at myself in the mirror and look good, I physically cannot function, perform. It just does, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
So it's not about looking good for other people. For me, I do it for myself. I exercise for my mental health because it makes me happy, because it makes me feel confident. And then the better you look, the better you perform, the better your personality is, confidence, everything.
Well, I'm going to be real. The way that you look determines your success in life. You represent yourself well, you look good, you take care of yourself, more or less, you're going to be successful in life. I know that sounds very vain, but it's the truth.
Yeah. You look at somebody that has a vehicle, right? You guys look at somebody that has a nice car, and you walk inside that car and you see how dirty it is. There's ash everywhere. There's garbage here. There's garbage there. There's potato chips on the ground of the floor of the car. There's a bunch of shit that's all over. And you look at this car and you're like, damn, this is a representation of who you are as a human being. I can only imagine what your house looks like. I can only imagine how you take care of your body internally, because you just clearly don't care about the one possession that takes you from point A to point B. Imagine how you treat other things. So look at somebody's car and walk inside of it, and you'll get a good idea of who they are.
If you're an employer and you're going to employ two people, okay? You got two interviews. One doesn't take care of themselves, looks dirty, doesn't look the best. And the other one, but has more experience than the one that looks good, takes care of themselves, and all that type of stuff. Which one are you going to pick? You're going to pick the one that looks good, takes care of themselves, with less experience. That's what I would do, honestly. Because
it shows the type of person you are.
Exactly. It shows that their willingness to learn. It shows like they're going to represent the company better, and they have a good image.
Depends on what type of work, man. Like you guys look at like construction industry, look at looks and feeling and this and that and how they act. That all doesn't matter, to be honest. You know what I mean? In construction.
For me, there's a deep construction. Yeah, maybe not. Like,
you know what I mean? You don't really.
It's probably different.
Let's talk about something else.
There's a deeper meaning to it, man.
This is a good topic. Let's talk about cheap people. All right? This is something that I always wanted to talk about.
Can't relate.
Because I have a lot of friends that make a lot of money, and they're cheap. And don't tell me they're being smart, because there's a difference between cheap and frugal. There's a difference between being scared to spend $15 on food versus, all right, you're not going to spend $500 on a steak every night. There's a difference. If you make a lot of money and you're cheap, I cannot hang out with you. I'm sorry. If you're going to count pennies, count cents, and go out to dinner with me and split the bill and say, no, but I had an extra Coke and you had an extra beer, so I'm going to split. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Like, it's just insane. It's embarrassing. You make a lot of money. Why are you so cheap? You're not going to take the money with you when you die. Why are you scared to buy yourself something if you work so hard? I'm not saying blow all your money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's the way that we've been brought up, bro. We've been brought up in a Mediterranean culture where we're very hospitable. We're men. We like to, we do things properly. We like to take care of people around us. It's in our nature. It's in our DNA.
Exactly.
A lot of others don't understand that because they've been taught to go to parties and bring their own glasses and their plates and shit like that.
Men that are cheap are dangerous. Women, please stay away from these type of men. And I would not make friends with cheap people as well. Like, if they're cheap with their money and they're holding tight onto it, imagine how they'll treat our friendship. They'll be cheap with our friendship. I cannot be friends with a cheap person, man. Like it's just disrespectful to your friendship, your bond. You're choosing money over respect and the bond that you have with somebody else. Like I have no problem like taking you out and going for coffee and paying for it, or you don't have no problem. Be like, yo, you don't even ask. You just Uber, boom, got it. Oh, the dinner was $100. Okay, no problem. Like it was 200, no problem. Like you pay, I pay. It's like there's signs of love and respect for one another. Because cheap men as well are more worried that the money, the little tiny money that they're gonna spend, might change their whole life. Like, bro, make more money. The solution is making more money. You're going to ruin a friendship over $15, $20, $30, $40. Like, really? Just pay the fucking $15 and go make more money, man. There's money to be made. You're not confident enough to make more money?
I got a funny story about like a cheapskate story. So basically, my friend took me we had indoor soccer. So he took me to the indoor soccer place. It was probably like, 5-10 kilometers away. He messages me that night after and goes, hey, bro, do you mind transferring me $10 for the petrol? I'm like, what do you mean? Like we take each other to the soccer place, yeah? He's like, can you transfer me $10 for the petrol? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? What are you talking about? I drive sometimes, you drive sometimes. You want me to fucking transfer you $10 for petrol? That's fucking embarrassing.
And if you're poor,
come on, man.
If you're poor, I understand, but if you make a lot of money and you're that cheap, you're scary. You're a dangerous person.
But just to clarify, there's being cheap and there's being smart.
Yeah,
we're
being
smart with our stuff.
We're not going to blow all our money.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to go for the cheaper option sometimes.
But like unnecessary, like being
for
cheap
example,
unnecessarily.
if we both make a lot of money, right, and we're going to go on vacation, we're going to get an Airbnb together. If an Airbnb is $500, but there's one way nicer for $600. Let's get the one for $600.
Yeah.
I had a friend, we did that one time. He said, no, let's get the
Yo,
cheaper.
it's fine.
Let's get the
my
cheaper one. This
God.
is fine, bro. It's $100. Bro, you're that cheap. Spend the extra $100 and be in a safer location. Be in a nice place with a pool. You're that cheap. That's my point. Is like you're counting pennies here to save what?
Yeah,
$100?
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Mike, do you have any like cheapskate stories?
Yeah, I just know that I know certain people out there that make a good amount of money, but they're like, yeah, like the 1-bedroom apartment's $3,000, but the studio's $2,600, and they're like living in a box. Like, brother, like, what are you doing? You make more money. Simple solution, like $400 a month. Okay, like, dude, yeah, but $400 is like $12 a day. Like,
So funny.
You know what I'm saying? Go make more money.
I'm actually apartment hunting right now in Miami, and I saw this one for $3,400, for example. This apartment's small. It's nice. The amenities are insane. But then there's one at a nicer building, $4,000 a month. Crazy floor to ceiling windows. You see the water view. Somebody cheap would be like, damn, $4,000. I'm gonna get the one that's $3,400. But I don't want to live in a box.
Yeah,
I'd rather pay that extra $600. What's $600?
You have to live.
I'm the same, bro.
You're not going to try to live a super luxurious lifestyle and try to go above and beyond and try to shit on everybody with your lifestyle. But you want to live a healthy, good quality life. Like if you can spend a little bit extra money, don't be cheap. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
It's just that simple.
If you're gonna get unless you're a classic car fanatic, don't get the 2012 Ferrari. If you can't buy the new one, don't buy it. This Ferrari's $95,000, but nobody cares. It's a freaking. My grandfather drives that. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Don't get a Ferrari just because it has a Ferrari logo. Get the new one. If you can't afford the new, that's my.
If I had a F8 Tributo, if I had a 488, if I had a Enzo, if I had a LaFerrari, I would get the 2012 Ferrari to add it to my collection. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't get the 2012 Ferrari and say,
I got a Ferrari now.
The 2020 is too expensive. Brother, save an extra 6 months of work or a year of work and then go get yourself the nice one.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't even bother.
You know?
That's how some people think.
But we're talking about Ferraris here. Other people can't afford Toyotas. So, but It's
But
okay.
also live within your means. It doesn't mean that you have to go
don't
crazy.
And there's nothing wrong with having a Toyota. Very
Exactly.
reliable. Love those cars.
We love Toyotas.
I go rent Toyotas every time I go to Greece. Toyotas, Hondas, the best, most reliable cars. Love them. So
And isn't it crazy in Greece how whenever I'm in Greece, materialistic things are out of my mind. When I'm in Miami, all you see is Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces. When I'm in Greece, I can drive what is that? Skodra, whatever.
Skoda.
Skoda.
I can drive a Skoda or a Nissan or
Peugeot.
any car in Greece you drive, you don't even care.
Yeah.
You can walk, you take ATVs, you take bikes. Money doesn't matter when you're in Greece because it's so nice and peaceful there, bro.
Money doesn't matter to you, but the people in Greece, as much as I love them, especially the younger generation, they're so caught up with what do I got to do to get out of my situation? They think about money a lot more than us. And the reality is that the more you think about making money, the more you think about how unhappy you are because of your situation, financial situation, the more harder it's going to actually be. Put a smile on your face and go out there and get it. It's not a big deal. You know, you can find ways to make money, especially through social media. Online, you can make money no matter where you are in the world. So I've seen influencers in Greece make a lot of fucking money through social media. And there are many others that are going to look at that and say, well, I live in Greece. I'm in this circumstance. I only make this. You don't know how hard it is. It's so hard living in Greece. Είναι τόσο δύσκολα εδώ πέρα στην Ελλάδα τα πράγματα. 1002 δικαιολογίες. Αλλά στην πραγματικότητα, με τα social μπορείς να κυνηγήσεις και να πετύχεις τα πάντα. Μη βάζεις όρια, γιατί τα όρια είναι εδώ, στο μυαλό. So,
in Australia, being in Miami is crazy because in Australia, we don't see many G-Wagons, many Lamborghinis. If you see a Lamborghini in the city, it's like, oh, fuck, that's a Lamborghini. That's insane. Like, you know, people go up to them and see who's in
yeah,
there
you were
and
saying
stuff.
that yesterday.
A G-Wagon is so rare there too. Like, you don't see G-Wagons there either. Bro, in Miami, everyone's so desensitized to it. They see a G-Wagon, it's like, whatever. It's like a Toyota there. You know, it's like when we went to Vegas, we didn't see anything.
I don't like that.
In Vegas, we didn't see many luxury cars there. That's how it is in Australia. There are people that own many luxury cars there, but you go to Melbourne, like in Melbourne, Sydney, you don't really see them that often.
It makes you not appreciate nice things anymore. Being here in Miami.
In Miami, especially, it's like if you get a G-Wagon, it's like whatever. You're just another number.
Yeah, but you know what the thing that I find very important for any man that makes money or lives a certain lifestyle, it is super important that no matter what car you drive, no matter what watch you have, no matter what baddie you have next to you, and no matter what country you fly first class or private jet, being able to go on vacation and, you know, be handed a Honda or a Toyota to drive and loving the fact that that Honda and Ferrari got you from point A to point B, or being on a beach and lay on a towel without having a beach chair, or being able to be stuck in the sand in the middle of the night and trying to figure it out. I think it's super important to live your life and understand where you came from and understand that, yes, you might have achieved many things in life, but also appreciate the little things, even if it's a Honda, even if it's a beach without a beach chair. You know,
I love
so
that. That's 100%, Mira. I love that.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to Greece this year? What's happening? What are your plans?
going everywhere. People always ask me this question.
You guys are like celebrities in Mykonos. You guys are like fucking Hollywood stars there, apparently. What I've heard.
We're all right. We don't want to talk too much. You're gonna have to see for yourself. Come to Mykonos, Habibti, and you're gonna see it.
I'm going back to Australia. I actually leave for Australia tomorrow.
Are you gonna go to Greece?
I don't think so.
No?
I've been away for 6 months. I think it's time for me to go home and just, you know, continue my grind and do
It's
my
winter
thing.
there now, right?
Yeah, it's winter there, but I've been away for 6 months. I want to be back into my routine. I want to be training.
You bought enough aloe hoodies and
I've
sweaters.
fucking bought a
for your
whole
winter.
new wardrobe while I've been here.
Yo, we were in Vegas, and every day we used to go to the outlets.
I miss them,
We went
bro.
to the outlets every day in Nike.
We did.
We had to buy 2 new suitcases to come back here.
Literally.
That's how much stuff we bought.
Well, I went to Thailand before, so I've got my stuff from Thailand still in February. So I haven't had
So
a
how you gonna
home
do
cooked
that?
meal.
You're gonna-
I haven't had a home cooked meal
You got to
since.
check
like,
in 4 suitcases?
Yeah, I bought extra luggage.
More?
Yeah. Like as in like online to check in.
Oh, okay.
So 31 hours I got to fly, which is going to be a big one. But once I'm there, I think it'll be good to be back, you know?
Yeah.
Have you guys spent a long time away from home before?
Well, here, I don't know how. It's not that far though.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But I was here for 5-6 months before I saw family again. In New York, you know. But it's only 2 hours away.
Do you ever miss New York?
I do, but it's not in the winter time, man. New York in the winter is too cold. 1-2 days and I'm done. I want to come right back here. That's why I love Miami. The weather's so nice.
The mentality in Miami compared to, say, New York or Melbourne, where I'm from, is so different, man.
Yeah.
Everyone is like just hustling here on the go.
Hustling, they look good, they feel good, the weather's nice. It gives you energy. When you're in New York, it's just different. It's a different hustle and grind, but it's just, it's not for us, you know?
Well, I just feel like for us social, like content creators, we can pull out a camera and it's like, he's just doing his thing, whatever. Or if I pull out a camera in the gym or in public in Melbourne, everyone's like,
They look at you like you're crazy.
Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Who's this weirdo? You know what I mean? Here, it's like, whatever. That's what I love about Miami.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's good for social media. It's very easy to be a content creator here in Miami for sure.
Would you guys ever switch up your content and change it from what it started off with?
No. I'm going to adapt to my personality and change it up through my personality and who I am. You know, tomorrow I might change it up a bit, but I'm always going to be me. I'm not going to change me. I'm just going to go by who I am, and my content is going to relay off that.
But is there a certain type of content you want to do more of?
Certain type of content I would do more of.
Like, do you want
probably
to do
advise young men. I'd like to advise a lot more
You want to go down that route?
young men. Yeah. So it's a passion of mine because I didn't really have a mentor. I didn't really have a figure in my life, a male figure in my life where they could give me all the advice. I had to go through life experiences, life struggles to be able to look back and say, man, I've been through so much, I've achieved so much, and I'm so proud of myself. But now, because I didn't have anybody that had mentored me, I'd like to mentor young men out there to be able to live life at the highest frequency, be the most masculine version of themselves, and live their life to the fullest. So that's something that I'm very passionate about, and I look forward to helping the youth.
What about you, George?
I just love showing myself, my life, and being transparent, whatever I do every day, you know? Advising, real talk, organic, things that can't be mocked and imitated, because everything I used to do that got me viral, everybody does now. I see my own friends.
A lot of people like copy your content.
I see my own friends copying me, and it's just done. I've done it. Talking about girls. So yeah, I'll talk about girls, but I'm going to say it my own way, organically, like podcast way.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of content that I want to start posting. Things that can't be imitated.
And that's how that's why we're so successful in what we do, because we always evolve and adapt. You know what I mean? Like adapt and evolve. So, you know, we start off with one thing, we master it, we go to something else. We master that, we keep doing different things. Some people just remain the same the whole time, and then they just stay stagnant. You don't grow like that. You got to tap into different
Try new
things.
things.
You know what I mean? Like you want to tap in.
Everything gets boring.
Yeah,
Adapting
100%.
and changing are two different things. I mean,
Sorry, what I meant is evolving. I didn't mean adapting. I mean evolving to something different, something that you like. You know, for example, you want to do the mentoring. George wants to do more of like real talk, more heart-to-heart type stuff, or like real, you know, organic stuff. You know, for me, I'd love to do more fitness influencing type stuff. So it's like we'll always have our roots, but it's good to do different things as well, so people see different sides of us.
yeah. And you know how many men out there, young men, and even older men, reach out to me and they're like, man, I'm going through so much with my ex, or I'm going through so much with my lady, or I'm dealing with struggles internally. And I have reached out to them for free and replied to them. And I've had somebody that, you know, reached out to me about, you know, changing their life around because they live in an environment where there's not many opportunities. And I've given advice to people for free. And it comes to a point where somebody with my experience, somebody that went through whatever I've went through to get to where I'm at, yes, you are going to charge. and you are going to be there for people, but you need to know your value as a social media content creator or life coach as well, and mentor people according to your price, you know? So you want luxury, you want top tier, you want the best of the best, you're going to pay to play, you know? So aside from that, I'm not only really looking to tap into mentoring young men, but there are a lot of women that have reached out to me like, Michael, you know, I can't find a good man. We live in a generation where it's so hard to find a good man. I don't know what I need to do, or any relationship, any guy I've chosen to be with and chose to spend time with and grow with, wasted my time. What can I do? And believe me, ladies, the best person to ask where and who you pick the man that you're with is a man like myself. I can help you and teach you and mentor you how to find the right man and choose selectively and how to treat that man, because women don't take accountability, don't really know how to treat a man accordingly. You know?
Can you talk about that? That's so fucked up, bro.
My opponent's girlfriend just DM'd me. You remember that guy? The guy I just fought?
No way.
Because I posted a picture. I don't
Read it.
know if can the camera see it or no?
Anyway, you posted a photo
So
of his
basically,
eye.
my eye right here is messed up because I got hit in the eye. I wear contact lenses and it blinded me for 30 seconds. And they called off the fight. He won.
Please read it.
And I posted this picture of my eye, literally. And I go, people talking hella shit. I want to see y'all go blind and keep fighting. I had your boy stumbling in the first round because I almost knocked him out in the first round. You know, I would have ended early. I came out the second round way better. And his girlfriend went on my story, responded. She goes, no, you wouldn't have won. You were exhausted and kept clinging. The opposite of a worthy opponent would do. Acknowledge your loss because of you and your team. That's the point. Next time, be aware of what you're allowed to use in a fight. That's your responsibility as a fighter. The worst kind of fighter is someone like you who tries to discredit the opponent. And I go to her. I responded to her. So let's rematch in the future. And if he's so confident that he will win again, let's do it. Let's run it. I'll rematch him again in the future. I love how she goes
That's
on
yeah,
I love how
that's
she went on my page
That's crazy.
and responded on my own story.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's so funny, bro.
She literally took the time to respond to
Get
your
out of
story.
here, bro.
That's fucked up. That would make me laugh, to be honest.
Corny, bro. I'll rematch him. I'll rematch him, bro. Because
Listen, yeah,
I
keep on.
know I'm gonna beat him. I'll rematch him. I swear. You'll see. But he won't do it. He won't accept it.
Nah, no way. He'll be smart to not accept it.
He got so lucky. It's like he just got lucky, man. He got lucky. That was a lucky win for him.
But apparently, word on the street is we might see another Morcos in brand risk, huh?
I don't know. We'll see, bro.
What happened yesterday?
But the thing is, I'm a businessman. So I'm going to take care of whoever I need to take care of if the money's right.
You
So
told
I'm
me
not
something
gonna,
different
I'm not going
yesterday.
to I'm not going to
What'd he
go
say?
into that.
He told me yesterday that he's getting in there.
If I get in there, it's because the money's right and it makes sense. And I'm going to choose an opponent that's worthy for me to go into the brand risk with. I'm not going to go box whoever, whenever. You know what I mean? It's just poor decision making. A lot of boxers nowadays make poor decisions and they end up losing fights. And that's just like bad business. You know, you have to have the right team around you. You have to have the right manager around you. You have to have the right people around you. So decision making in boxing is not just a sport, it's more of business, you know? So it's not like going in there playing a basketball game and it's a team sport, and if we lose, it's because the team didn't play good and the best player did his thing. It's just different when it's boxing, it's business. People don't realize how business-oriented boxing really is.
Yeah.
So are you doing a brand risk, Mr. Tez?
I want to, bro.
You want to?
I really want to.
You told me one thing last time.
I
You
know.
love bodybuilding.
It's hard.
But you also like boxing.
I'm
You gotta pick
at
one.
a crossroads, bro.
You gotta pick one.
I'm at a crossroads because boxing gives you like this dopamine that you can't explain. I love bodybuilding. I love the gym. It has my heart since I was like 18 years old. I loved it. And I've always wanted to. But being in that ring, and you guys know what it feels like when you're getting in that ring. That dopamine release is crazy. When you hit someone, it's like, fuck. Or when you get hit, it's like, okay, you know, as we mentioned last podcast. But I want to be there, and it would be insane if we were all on one brand risk card together. Imagine that, though. That would be fucking insane.
Takes a lot of sacrifice, though.
It does. It does. I'm not undermining it, but you know, let's see what happens. I got to get a lot better first before I even do that. So,
You just got to become
Yeah.
a robot for 3 months, 5 months, whatever, however long it takes.
that's nothing. Sacrifice is easy. I don't do much anyway. Like I pretty much stream, train, spend time with my family and friends, and sleep, eat, repeat. That's it. So I don't need to sacrifice anything.
Yeah. It's
know?
normal to you.
For me, that's normal. It's hard sacrificing when you're in Miami because you're distracted by so many things here. When I'm in Melbourne, like there's nothing to distract me about, you know?
Yeah.
Do you
Right.
get do you get distracted easy? Like say you're in New York or in Miami.
I don't really get distracted much.
If you have a goal, nothing's distracting you.
No, not really. I focus on what I need to do and that's it. It's not really being selfish. It's just being understanding your circumstance and focusing. That's all.
What a lot of people don't know about you is that you did a bodybuilding show when you were 16. This guy showed me photos of what he looked like at 16 years old. You look like a fucking monster, bro. That's
Yeah.
not normal,
I had
man.
an obsession when I was young.
But that obsession and that mentality is what made you successful today. It made you, a social media influence with millions of followers because you were so consistent.
Because you get used to do something like that, you get used to being like a robot. And life is all about routine.
But don't you think that helped you
Yeah.
in life?
Because if you apply the same discipline you apply in sports or whatever, boxing, bodybuilding, if you apply the same things, which is all routine and, doing the same thing every day. Life is not hard. You just got to do the same thing every day and do it at 100%. If you do that every day on what you love, you'll be successful at it.
Yeah. It's
know?
true.
The thing about people nowadays is they do something for a day, they stop. They do something for a week, they stop.
I think it's
Everything requires consistency, no matter what it is. Art, music, a sport, a job, a business. You can't work hard on a business for a week and then stop it. It's gonna fail.
people have become less patient and they want quick results, not even just in career wise, but in relationships too. They don't like to work for things.
Instant
They don't-
gratification.
They don't like to resolve things. They think once they come up against a hurdle, I'm out.
Yeah.
But
It's
did
called
our-
instant gratification.
Did our grandparents do that when they had to travel from Greece to America or Australia and, they had to go through so many issues? No, they stuck together for 50, 60 years and went through hard times and went through fucked up times. And that's why they've got such a loving, they've been together, Whereas now, have you noticed that the divorce rates are so high right now?
Yeah. I just wish that we could have a woman on this podcast where she could be controversial. She could just give me her
You want to fight with the
input.
girl? You want to?
I don't fight.
He loves debating.
I'm not
bro.
going
He
to
loves
fight.
fight.
I don't fight. I'm not going to fight with a woman. I'll
loves to
respect.
debate.
I'll
He loves
respect their
debating.
opinion and I'll try to educate them.
does,
That's all.
yeah?
I respect.
He likes-
I'll respect
he
their
likes winning
opinion. Can I
conversation.
speak? I'll respect their opinion, but I'll educate them.
There you go.
It's very
you go.
important a man educates a woman and understand that she's been misguided and misled and needs a real man to lead.
We're calling out all females. He wants to go on a debate podcast
He
with
likes to have the
Michael.
last word.
Yeah.
No, it's not about having the last word. Sometimes you can not have the last word. Allow them to have the last word just to hang themselves. And
Damn.
that's really how you got to look at it. You don't have to have the last word. You know what I'm saying? When you win an argument, you can win it without having the last word. Allow them to have the
I don't
last
even
word and
have
let
the
them hang
argument because I
themselves.
don't give a fuck enough to have an argument.
But you're not. That's the whole thing with women. You can't argue. In their heads, they
You're not
already.
gonna win.
In their heads, they already thought they
Exactly.
got it correctly. But at least maybe, just maybe, something that I tell her might trigger her to go home, think about it, and say, you know what, he has a
You
point.
know what I realized with women? No matter how right you are, you're never right.
No.
Like I said, the sky could be blue. If she says it's purple, it's purple.
Yeah,
She could be wrong. She could cheat on you. You could go crazy on her, scream at her, and she'll start crying and say, "Why are you being so mean to me?" Like, no matter what, I'm not even kidding. A woman could be in the full wrong, and she'll still somehow believe she's right. It's just how they are, bro.
it's all right.
Damn.
Anyways,
Anyways, Nike or Aloe?
I've converted him. We don't have aloe in Australia, bro. I have literally bought out their fucking store, man.
Bro,
I
aloe's
bought shares.
expensive.
I should buy shares.
Aloe's expensive.
It's
though.
fucking expensive, bro. But like we just have Lululemon in Australia. So while I've been here, you've seen I've got every color.
They
color.
had a
of everything.
30% off sale one time while we were in Vegas. We bought everything.
Now we've converted Michael.
I mean,
It is comfortable, though.
this is like a test drive. I bought like 2 outfits from Aloe. I mean, they're pretty cool. They're comfy,
At least
nice.
sponsor us. You know what I mean?
But to be quite honest with you, like what you're wearing, Nike,
I'm repping
all the
Nike.
colorways that Nike comes out with, I like Nike. I will always like Nike. I'm not gonna sit here and spend fucking, thousands of dollars for like a couple sweatsuits. Like it just doesn't make any sense. It gets the
comfortable.
job
They're
done.
comfortable though, yeah. They're pretty good.
They are, yeah.
I'm gonna come out with a brand called Ola. Okay, it's gonna be more expensive than Aloe, and I'm gonna say it's the more luxurious Aloe, and everybody's gonna come buy that because they want the exclusive Ola. Okay, so Ola coming to you soon, my friends.
That line yesterday was fucked though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Nike, in my opinion, is just classic. It's something that people will always love. Aloe's just something that's a hype right now. It's gonna eventually die down.
No, that shit ain't dying down.
It will.
Please sponsor us. I would love to be sponsored by them.
If I was Aloe and I heard somebody say, please sponsor us, I would say, sure, post the content and we'll give you $22.
No. I just want. I'll take unpaid. I just want free stuff. That's how much I love them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If there's one brand you'd love to like be sponsored by, realistically, which brand would?
I know what it would be for you.
What?
Gymshark.
Yeah, I'd love to be
I know this
I
guy.
would-
I know him.
Gymshark for sure.
I would
I'll
probably.
get there. I will be. I'm gonna clip. Someone clip this.
I would
I'm
probably.
gonna be sponsored by Gymshark one day, bro. I swear,
I believe in you.
I will. Give me some time. Why are you laughing
I
at
gotta
me?
put the muffins down.
See, I'm a
No,
little
it's-
bit different.
It's not the muffins. It's
I'm
the-
a little bit different. I like old school money. I like that type of clothing. So Laura Piana or Brunello Cucinelli.
Nah, relax
the
this
two.
guy, bro.
Brunello Cucinelli
These
or
guys-
Laura Piana.
They don't fucking
Smoking
sponsor
cigars
anyone,
in
mate.
Monaco. Okay, relaxing with a beautiful 25-year-old woman while I'm 79. No, I'm just joking.
He's not. What about you?
Well, brand?
Mm.
I don't know, man. I like them all. Aloe's nice. Nike. That wouldn't happen, though. Maybe. Who knows?
Why not?
Who knows?
See in an advert.
You never know. Young LA's nice, reasonable.
Yeah, actually.
I could get that probably if I go to my contacts.
Young LA's
Young
pretty
LA's comfortable. They have nice stuff. I don't care, man. I wear Zara. I wear simple things. I'm not a very bougie guy. I mean, I like nice things. I think every man likes a nice watch, a nice car. That's really it. I could wear Zara. I wear Zara, Aloe. I'll go on Shein. I'll buy like $5 t-shirts, black t-shirts with a nice pair of jeans and
I mean, we
shoes.
should do something since Shein is like super inexpensive and they have really nice stuff. We should buy like a bunch of things from Shein and ship it to kids of need, like kids that would need and donate them. Man, I would definitely contribute to
100%.
that.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
I would contribute to helping others of need, man. So
Yeah. I did that, I think a couple of years ago. I went to the children's hospital and we gave them toys for Easter. It was really nice, man. It's very fulfilling. I want to do
Yeah.
something like that. Are they like, what do they have here? Like charities or something that we can contribute to?
I see a lot of homeless people in Miami. I see a lot of homeless people in Los Angeles. I see a lot of homeless people out there. So if you're not scared, I would highly advise to go out there and get like food catering and stuff like that from a restaurant. Go out there and take your old clothes and hand them out. And last year I did it, and I hate talking about what I've done for others or what I went in and did. And I'm sure you do too. It's like it's a type of, I cringe when I have to say what I did, but it's also good to raise awareness. And by saying, listen, last year I had some clothes that I didn't really wear any longer and I wanted to donate. I went to Fort Lauderdale and I went to this homeless area and I just started giving out clothes to everybody, gave some, bars, like protein bars and stuff like that to help them out. So go out there to your local neighborhood. If you see somebody homeless, go help them out. Go buy them a meal. Go do things for them. Go give your old clothes that you don't no longer wear and help those of need, man. It'll change their day. So
100%. Do you know what's crazy? In Australia, we don't really have any homeless people. Not many. You see in the city 2, 3 here and there. But in America, it's actually very concerning how many homeless people there are, especially LA. That was bad. Like Hollywood Boulevard. That's bad, man.
yeah.
In Miami, it's really
Right.
it's really sad to see. But yeah, like it's you don't give them money because you know what they're going to do with the money. I prefer giving them food or water, you know?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
another thing
$1 or
that's crazy
$2.
is like medical, man. Like the medical here is ridiculous. Like to see for my shoulder, I dislocated my shoulder. I went to the doctor, the GP, and to get an X-ray. It was like $5,000. Whereas in Australia, it's for free. And I'm like, man, it's sad because not everyone can afford that. You know, like I'm not trying to say anything bad, but like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, most jobs,
the medical industry here is fucked.
a lot of jobs provide that as well, provide you a insurance as well. So a lot of corporate jobs or jobs, city jobs, stuff like that, they'll give you insurance, health insurance, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, for those that don't have health insurance in America, it's very difficult. It's very, very hard. You know, you can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to go see a doctor. You can't afford to go to the hospital or have an accident. And it's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah, in Australia,
And
they're
it
very
things
taken care of.
and people and I have a friend of mine where he's not getting health insurance, but people don't realize that things can happen out of nowhere. Like, what if you just, you know, you're super healthy, you never get sick, but all of a sudden you get a kidney stone,
Yeah.
or all of a sudden, you know, you dislocate your shoulder, or all of a sudden you trip or something happens. You don't see it coming, man. Everybody, take care of your health. Make sure you have health insurance in America. Make sure you're 100% A-okay, because your health comes first. You're healthy, you can go make all the money in the world, you know?
Exactly. How can you enjoy life? You know, especially for successful people out there, what's the point of being so successful if you can't live it and you can't do anything because of your health? You know? So make sure you guys take care of your health. Prioritize it. Put it number one. Go to the gym. Eat well. Surround yourself with good people and positivity, and let go of negative energy, negative people, and anything that just brings harm to you. Because that's how you're going to live a good life. You know, believe in your faith, practice in your faith, and, you know, that's a good life to me. What we live and preach. Should we call it?
I gotta go train right now. Anyways, I gotta go.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us for episode number 2. This is my last time in America, so I won't see you guys for another fucking 6
Maybe I'll
months.
come to Australia in the winter.
Maybe
Show
we'll
me
see
some kangaroos.
maybe we'll see a Morcos Australia tour, and we can do one there.
I'll go to a server over there.
We'll go to a server, and you can guys get G'd up. All right, guys, much love. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.